Hi folks, I'm Jason and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Hello folks, it's Thursday evening. I've got the date right, yeah, Thursday evening, 17th of January. It's been a quiet day today, not for my wife. She's been very busy doing wedding invitations for my sister who's coming up on Saturday. She gets married in May and Deb is doing all the wedding stationery, so that's cool. I've had a day where I've done a lot of writing, actually. I've done quite a bit of writing. I wrote a new poem earlier. And what it basically is, as people have probably read it anyway, I've seen a lot of people lately and their parents or their grandparents or whatever. And it seems to be more and more common now that a lot of people are suffering with Alzheimer's. Now, there was a time when you didn't hear much about it and people didn't really know that much about it, but it seems to be so common now that nearly everybody's knows somebody who suffered with it. Now, my first experience of it was an uncle who had it. He had Alzheimer's / dementia. He had a bit of both, and it was a horrible state of affairs when I watched my auntie. Because my auntie, obviously, she'd been married to him for absolutely years, and it got to the stage where we wanted to know if we could go and see him, and she just said there wouldn't be no point because he didn't even know who she was, and it would have been too upsetting. But I think, to be honest, she was trying to protect us as well. She was trying to protect me because I sort of grew up with them. I was there quite a lot of time. It seems like more often than I was at home. It was my Aunt Pauline and my Uncle Tony, and I lived with them as well from 1995 to 1998, and they were like another mum and dad to me. They really were. They were brilliant. I never had a problem with them. They were fantastic with me. And to watch how my uncle went and how he ended up suffering with Alzheimer's was depressing, upsetting. And I wanted to scream at somebody. I wanted to grab somebody and say, I don't want this. Can you please take it off him? And of course, you can't do that. And this poem that I wrote, basically, it's called Stranger because that's what people become. Even though it's somebody you might have known for 40, 50 years, to you they're a stranger. You don't know who they are. You don't know why they're with you. And it's strange how when I'd written this poem, about an hour later, I went onto Facebook and somebody had put a very sad video on there of a woman who looked like she was in a fast food restaurant, actually. And there's a man asking her questions and asking her who she is and if she knew who he was. And the poor lady hasn't got a clue. And you see the man at the end break down in the car and he starts crying because it's his mother. And it's not like he's estranged from her. You know, he's been with her all the years. He's never not been there. So to see her like that breaks his heart every single day. And I think that would be a big fear of mine if my mum or even my Deb's mum and dad, if them two ended up like that, or one of them ended up like that, it would be the most horrific thing I can imagine. And I'm praying that it doesn't. But this poem, like I said about it, because I saw how people were affected by it. I saw how it affects not just the people themselves, because obviously they don't realise it's happening, but the family and the people who see them on a daily basis. It must be horrible to be seen as a stranger by somebody who you know, you love, and has been a part of your life for all your life. So I'm hoping that, like I said, that it never happens to me. I'll leave it there for a minute because I'm going to give you a movie review in a minute on a film called Hereditary. Right, now usually when I give movies ratings, I take into account everything they are to me and what I think they're worth, both in an acting, story, setting, all that sort of thing. Now, Hereditary, we found on Netflix. The problem with it is it's diabolical. To be honest, it's really bad. Now, it's got Gabriel Byrne in it, who's a fantastic actor, and it's got Toni Collette in it, who's a fantastic actor. And to watch them be in something like that was cringeworthy. The film itself is basically centered around a family that's quite dysfunctional at the best of times, husband and wife are Tony Collette and Gabriel Byrne, and they've got 2 children, a young girl who I think is on an autistic scale or something or other, and a lad who's older than her, about, I'd say 10 years older than her, he's about 18, 19. And the gist of it is it starts with the grandma dying, and they all sort of cope with it in different ways. The story is completely convoluted and does not make any scrap of sense whatsoever. For the first hour and 15 minutes, you do not have a bloody clue if there's anything interesting going to happen. We had to get up halfway through and make a drink because it was that boring. We were almost falling asleep. It was that bad. And the gist of the story is it's basically a reincarnation film, if you like, where a devil, where they're trying to, it's been done before. Basically what they're trying to do, this cult is trying to bring back this devil, and they need a body to put it in, so they use this lad's body. But it's rubbish, honestly. It is absolute garbage. I can't bring myself to give it more than 2, and it's only got 2 because Tony Collette and Gabriel Byrne are in it. I'm a member of a site I've told you before called Smash Bomb, and I've left a rating on there. I hope that's well received, because I've got 71 followers on there, because I do movie reviews, TV reviews, book reviews, music, games, everything I can review. If I think it's worth reviewing, I'll review it. And I put this review on today because I wanted people to know how bad it really was. And it is bad. It's the lowest I've given a film. Definitely, I've never given one. In fact, you know, it's heartbreaking to give it 2 because it's really worth 1. It's rubbish. It's rubbish, honestly. I didn't think there was anything worth watching, and both me and my wife just kept looking at one another as if to say, do you get it? Are you getting what this is going? Because I haven't got a clue. And at the end of it, it's 2 hours of your life that you cannot get back. And 2 hours. And bear in mind, for the first 75 minutes, nothing happens of any interest whatsoever. It really is that boring. So that's my movie review for Hereditary. Yeah, as I stated, I've not had a very, very busy day. This couple of videos that are coming up shows you what kind of day it's been. That I've ended up taking pictures of light streaming through my television, and also what the room looks like now all the Christmas decks have gone. I am having a drink. I'm having a whiskey and coke, because I like having a whiskey and coke. Now, I posted my poem about 5 hours ago. And the amount of people that have commented on it, the amount of people that have liked it, the amount of people that have put sad faces, shows me that I haven't lost my poetic writing ability, because I was doubting myself, actually, because I haven't written any poetry for a little bit. And I thought to myself, is that it now? Have I burnt myself out? So it came to me, that poem did, a couple of days ago. And I started writing it in my head, which I always do. And it just transferred onto paper within the space of 10 minutes. I told Deb, you know, I got something to me and I needed to write, and I just literally started on the paper and boom, it was down. Well, the text, because I can't write on paper, but I started on the text, and within 5 minutes I'd written it. You know, I had actually written it, and it's done. And it's my first poem of 2019. If you want to read of it, I posted it on my Facebook page. I posted it on the 4 CMT sites I'm a member of. It's just called Stranger. I couldn't think of a better title. I have got ideas for more poems in my head. They keep coming thick and fast now. I don't know whether that's just done a little mental block. I don't know, but I'm ready now to write again, and to do a good job of writing again, because I don't like writing and looking at it and thinking, well, that's a load of dross. I've done that in the past, where I've tried to force myself to write, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Originally, we were going to be watching films tonight, but like I said, it's now 9:05. And Deb has been working her socks off to get these invites and stuff ready for the wedding thing, because my sister's coming on Saturday and she needs to have something to show her on Saturday. She would have done it beforehand, but over Christmas and New Year she weren't too good. She was a bit ill. I can understand that. She was, what's the word I'm looking for when you've done too much? Run down. She was run down. You remember me showing you a while ago, I had a Harley Quinn keyring off Deb for a late Christmas present. Well, she's actually got me the Joker that goes with it. How cool is that? So I've now got Harley Quinn and the Joker. See them out the light? There you go. Harley Quinn and the Joker. Both key rings, which is absolutely ace and cool and fantastic. So, yeah, tomorrow it's another day in, because Deb's got more work to do. I've got more writing to do. We should get a couple of films in tomorrow night. We've got a few. I've got 5 or 6 on the flash drive, which we're going to watch. And yes, we do own the films. We've not illegally downloaded them or nothing, but it's easier because our Blu-ray player is a bit temperamental. It's easier for me to rip them onto the computer and then put them on the flash drive before I start getting any people saying, "What are you doing watching illegal films?" They're all films we own. I had them for Christmas. I had Marvel, Age of Infinity. I had that one for Christmas. Age of Infinity? Well, yeah, I think it's Age of Infinity anyway. And a few others that I've got. Already got 2 DVD rips, 2 Blu-ray rips. But once I've watched them, I delete them off my flash drive, and then I've got the Blu-rays to keep for myself, you see. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm not doing a lot other than writing. I hope you're all right. I saw a bit of news today about, well, to be honest, most of it's been about Brexit, and that's driving me absolutely mental. I wish they'd just say, look, we don't want to deal with you. You aren't giving us what we want. We're walking. And if we left with no deal, I'd be happier. I would literally be happier. As long as we're out of Europe, I'm not bothered. I'm definitely a leaver all the way. And I think a lot of people my age and up are leavers because the ones that are in the 60s and 70s voted for us to go into the EU in the first place. And they've seen the balls up what the EU have done, basically. They've cost us all as industry. They've cost us as livelihoods. They've cost everything. And it's only the younger generation that are coming through now that think, you know, oh, Europe's the best thing since sliced bread and the EU's fantastic. They've not even had a sniff of it yet. Not even a sniff of it. And once they see how much money goes into Europe and how much could actually stay in our country and support our health system, our education, our police force, etc., then they realise what they're talking. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but yeah, at least have a basis for your opinion. My basis is that I was born in 1972. I've been 46 years. My entire life has been in the EU, and to be perfectly honest with you, I've not seen one plus, not one plus in all the time. You know, I've watched all the industry disappear from this country. So all that's left is we are literally a whipping boy for Europe. We are a begging bowl. We have literally got our money out and given it to Europe and said, you know, can we have a few coppers back? And it's just wrong. It's just all kinds of wrong. Anyway, I'm not getting on a political bandwagon. I hope you're all right. Have a fantastic night, and I will do another video tomorrow. I just found this fascinating. I was just sitting in the living room and I saw the TV and I noticed that the light that was coming through, reflecting off all the different things in the street. Can you see all them different colours? It was amazing. I was sitting there and I just thought, wow, all that just coming through the window. Believe it or not, there's nothing out there other than cars in the street. But that's what's creating these colours, these patterns, which just absolutely fascinated me. Bit spectrumy, really. Oh, see if I can see it better. I can see it better up here, I think. There you go, look at that. Look, as you move further across. I think it's awesome. That's colour for you. That's on a plasma, on a LCD screen. I think that's pretty cool. Look at that. Done a scene 30 seconds ago since the Christmas tree was up. Well, as you can see, that is now what is in front of the TV, in front of the window. There. So yeah, Christmas tree gone now, obviously. Living room looks totally different if you think about it. Look at it. No ornament, nothing Christmassy now. Look, all gone, put away. The DVDs, some of the DVDs and Blu-rays. That's where obviously the stuff was. That was where the advent calendars were. Yeah, and that's my jukebox, my famous jukebox. All done and dusted. Thank you for watching my daily vlog. I hope it was informative and interesting. If you like what I'm doing, then you can subscribe to my channel by clicking there. And if you want to see exactly what I was talking about yesterday, you can look up there. Bye for now.